Guys, good evening. Welcome to Brazil Beach Resorts. Normally, I do my videos on what the investments I'm doing, but I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine who actually was in Canada, lived with me and my ex-wife for a year, and then spent another 4 years in Canada.
4 years.
Right? 4 years. His name's Gletson Carvalho. Gletson?
Hey, nice to meet you, Carlos.
Nice to meet you. We know each other a long time. The reason I want to do this interview with Gletson is, I always tell people, whenever I'm in Brazil now, I've lived in Brazil full time for the last 6 years, but whenever I travel the world and I tell people I'm from Canada, the first thing they say is, oh, my dream is to go to Canada, my dream is to go to Canada. Meanwhile, I ran out of there as fast as I could because, me saying it, I think sometimes different than someone else who's lived his whole life in Brazil. I lived my whole life in Canada, and now in Brazil. He lived his whole life in Brazil, went to Canada for 4 years, and took off because he knew that this is better here. So my friend Gletson, he started a company that does, in Brazil, they have the propane gas. And every 2 years, no?
5 years.
Every 5 years? Tem um teste, no?
Yeah.
Every 5 years they have to do a test, right? So it's mandatory. He's got clients that have to come there to do a test, make sure that the cylinders are working. So he's won, how many companies in Natal?
3.
3. So you're one of the 3.
Yeah.
So there's 3 companies in Natal that do his service. Guys, the guy started this business. I witnessed when he started the business 5 years ago. And 5 years later, he's killing it. He's making really, really good money, investing in other things. As a matter of fact, we were just joking that while I'm investing in things that are 500,000-600,000 reais, he's investing in properties that are 2 million, 3 million. So, it's just a different thing. But what I wanted to and I know his English is not as great as it used to, but just in general, Gletson, more opportunities in Brazil or more opportunities in Canada?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Sure.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Why?
Vamos lá. Brasil é offshore. Brasil é paraíso fiscal.
Yeah, it's got laws. It's a fiscal country.
Yeah, the tax in Brazil is less than
Canada. Yeah, everyone thinks it's the opposite, but it's actually less.
E você tem que ver o seguinte.
Listen, you said that.
Posso levar até vários haters.
Sim.
Mas, como eu disse, o nível intelectual do canadense é bem maior que o brasileiro. Então, assim, aqui as pessoas são fracas. Intelectualmente são fracas.
Sim.
Gosta ou não gosta, é verdade. Lá no Canadá as pessoas são bem mais preparadas. Então, assim, quando alguém no Canadá é bom e vem para o Brasil, ele se destaca, ele domina.
See, what he's saying is that if someone's good at what they do in Canada or any other country, and they come to Brazil, they can dominate their field here. Because Brazilians, we were talking about that in the Portuguese podcast that we did. Brazilians are not, like a lot of them, their businesses, they run it half-assed. So if you're actually good at what you do, you can dominate your sector here, right?
Exactly.
That's what you're saying,
exactly.
Right? Okay. And what were you just saying before that I found kind of interesting? My God, I forget. But anyways, I just wanted to get people's understanding that you were in Canada, you're in Brazil, you started your company here, it's growing. In 5 years, what you did here, you can do that in Canada, impossible.
For me, this is the best country for you make money.
Brazil.
For me, Brazil. No. Sometimes I think live in Spain. Or Greece.
Greece.
Mas I prefer, for make money, Brazil.
Brazil. I agree.
It's different.
I agree. The best place to make money. I agree. Anyways, I just wanted to introduce him. Again, thank you.
Hey,
and
thank you, Carlos.
We'll do more of these.
Take care.